Hey everybody, this is Melissa, and today I am super excited to teach you how to map out your curriculum for the entire school year. So let's get started. Okay, so what is curriculum mapping? Well, in short, it is designing and navigating the learning destination for your students. And you work backwards when you are doing this. So we start with the program goals, which is really the big picture. What is the goal of the course you are teaching? This is usually something that's listed in your curriculum standards. The next step are the course objectives. This is a breakdown of the program goals into measurable steps that will identify what students will be able to do or achieve as a result of taking this course. And then included in the curriculum mapping is the instructional planning methods. This is where you can begin to teach and introduce learning experiences to your students so that you can help them achieve the learning goals. And included with this, of course, are the instructional materials. And lastly, included in the curriculum mapping are the assessment strategies that you will use to assess the students' achievement. These can be formative or summative strategies. So that's pretty much what curriculum mapping is. So today, to start, I will need two tools to begin, and that is the school year calendar, because I will need to know all the dates for the school year and the events in the school year. I'll need to especially know the start and end dates for each semester. Also, I'll need the curriculum that we're going to map out. And once I have that curriculum, what I really want to focus on are the standards and the competencies and objectives in that curriculum. So once I have those two tools, the calendar and the curriculum, I can get started with the information by plugging in the information into my map. So this is my map, if you will, and basically it's a Excel spreadsheet, as you can see. And to build my curriculum map, I am using this Excel template that I purchased from paidteachers.com. Of course, you can build your own, but my motto in life really is to work smarter, not harder. Besides, I really enjoy supporting teachers, so this is just really another incentive for me. But if you decide to use an open source material, just be sure to provide the necessary attribution. Okay, so first we want to look at how I want to show you really quickly just how I have everything laid out here. As you can see in this template, I've got the 9 weeks in the first column, and I have separate columns for everything else that we're going to go over today. But for our curriculum that we'll be using, you notice that I have down here at the bottom year 1 and year 2 for the law and public safety curriculum. So the year 2 will have its very own separate map. So once you plug in the first 9 weeks, and some of you may use different titles for your year, you may have quarters, but you just plug in whatever is sufficient for your school. And then we're going to say week 1, as you can see here, and then we're going to pull in the actual dates from the school calendar. So because I know that school year starts in July this year, I can just go ahead and plug that first week of dates in there. Going to be my unit 1. And the standards that I'm going to focus on are, again, I'm pulling them immediately, or I'm pulling them directly from the curriculum. And we're just going to go here. As you can see here, the standards are based on the Board of Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Training for this curriculum. And so we're just going to make it so I can copy and paste it. So for Unit 1, the standard that we're covering, because it's already outlined in this curriculum, is on ethics. So again, to make it simple and easy on myself, just going to copy and paste it in here. Okay. Next are the objectives. And again, I'm going to go and refer to my curriculum. For Unit 1, I want to go ahead and plug in exactly what's in that curriculum there. Is the fun part, the instructional strategies and learning experiences. So this is where you get to be really creative and decide how you want to master those objectives for those with your students. So what I'm going to just put in here is I am thinking I'm going to introduce some type of icebreaker to the students. So that they can get to know each other on that first week of school. Maybe use some type of online tech tool that the students can use in the classroom. Okay, and that's just a quick example, of course, but I will produce another video where we will go step by step in talking about some specific learning strategies that you can incorporate. Okay. The next box is that you definitely want to go ahead and put in what materials you're going to want to use. Again, this is very similar to what you would do in a lesson plan, but this is going to be very different because this is mapping out your entire year as opposed to writing a lesson plan week by week. So for the materials here, we'll probably use something like Flipgrid for the students. Of course, they'll need some type of electronic device. Most students will have their cell phones. Okay. And next, assessment strategy. Not really a major objective to assess, but maybe something formative where you can ask the students to respond to another student's post in the Flipgrid, just so you can make sure that they're paying attention and that they're actually learning about one another. That last tab is for any notes that you will need to add, and I encourage you to use that section, particularly if you know you're going to be out one week. You're going to want to go ahead and put some notes in there for maybe your sub or your principal or co-teacher, or for yourself, just to let you know that you only have so many days before you're going to be out so that you can plan accordingly. Okay, so once you have that first row done, then you're just going to go down and completing the rest of the rows for each semester. And the thing about this tool is it is fluid. So you're going to work on this and add things throughout the school year and even make some changes the next school year. But the great thing about it is that once you have it, you have it. And it will be a map for you for years to come.